I'm assuming you've clicked on this video as somebody who is thinking of coming to India, but for some reason you feel as if you don't have enough information as far as traveling abroad is concerned. Well, for study, of course. And this is me trying to do away with some of that curiosity. And guys, it's no secret that the inflation is holding us all on a chokehold, and I really don't mean that in a BDSM type of situation. Okay, Jesus Christ, and your question will paternal parents. I'm asking for your divine intervention. This is me wanting to repent. I do want to repent. Okay, but hey. Anyway, guys, let me stop rambling too much. In case you're wondering, my name is Tumelo Malebo, and this is my channel. Welcome. If you are a new subscriber, thank you for joining the family, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for the love. And guys, I think the point that I want to establish here is, which is the first one now, pay attention, you are not playing anymore. The fee structure, this is, okay, we can make like a subheading, low cost, right? Yes. In case you're writing somewhere, you might need to jot that down. Yeah, low cost. The fee structure is relatively low compared to, some huge hubs like the UK and the US, where obviously you'll be paying around 20,000 US dollars, 24,000 US dollars respectively. In India, however, the amount would, range somewhere around 600 US dollars. Not bad, right? But listen very carefully. You really don't have to be paying that amount of money, because there are so many scholarships that you can avail. And honestly, we cannot be complaining about inflation, and what I'll be suggesting is that you pay some ridiculous amount of money, whereas there are ways of you not spending that much, you understand? So there are scholarships that you can avail. First one would be the Commonwealth Fellowship Plan and the Culture Scholarship Scheme, and obviously ICCR. And guys, I don't want to lie to you, the scholarships, well, I don't know which ones would I know ICCR is fully funded, but I don't know about others, and you will live comfortably for your duration here as a student, and you really won't have to worry about anything. The basics basically. Anyway, the basics would be covered, and generally the cost of living in India is very high. It's not very high, I beg your pardon, it's very low. And let's talk about stationery. Stationery is very cheap in India. You won't be having to spend some ridiculous amount of money for stationery. Well, compared to how much I was spending at home, here it's really nothing, and that's super awesome. So you won't be spending a lot of money on stationery. Obviously, if you do, for some weird reason, I don't know, if you feel like you don't want to buy books, you can rent them, and then after the semester is done, you return them, and that's how some people do it. But if you want to buy them to keep them, still it's very cheap, and it won't be taking much of your stipend, because you will be given enough money which will cover all your costs, basically. Yeah, so living is, I think the economy and the costs here are friendly to students, because obviously you won't have to eat oats or noodles 24/7 unless you really are not financially disciplined, which we all are not, but there's that point where now you will have to eat them if you don't fetch your life. But that's not where I'm at. And honestly, it can be daunting as a foreign student if you're moving to a different country, and at least you won't have to rely on things like oats and noodles 24/7. Food is basically cheaper here, and that's just okay. So it's comforting to know that you can move to a different country and still live comfortably. That's another thing that we need to address. So besides the cost and everything, there is variety of universities and colleges. By the way, I had to make bullet points just so I can stick to the point. I ramble too much. For the second time I mentioned this, I talk a lot, so I had to keep reminding myself that, hey, concentrate. Obviously, there's a variety of colleges to choose from, and some of them are really ranking so high. India, honestly, it boasts with its lecturers, because some of them really have an exposure of being outside the country, which is really dope. And it also boasts with India is very reputable when it comes to courses like engineering, practical courses, that is very reputable, and I would advise anyone to come to India for that. If you're somebody who is thinking of doing engineering, then India is very good for you. I don't want to lie to you. And another thing is that with the Indian economy growing steadily, then that translates into provision of better services, and that is also, the education system is also benefiting in a way, if you get what I mean. So that's also like, it's also cool. And another thing would be that India is student friendly. That is subjective, so let me not get into that, because if I say it's student friendly, somebody else who may be in Delhi or Mumbai may say something different, like, I don't like it here, but if I'm in Gujarat and I feel like I'm comfortable and everyone is like friendly, that is very subjective. So please let me just skip that one. I don't know why I wrote it, but maybe I think when I wrote it, I had a point of why I wanted to put it there. But you understand, some things are subjective. So I don't know, you may come here and the treatment that you're gonna get is gonna be different from the treatment that I may be getting now. So you understand, right? And also there's like, there are like 22 official languages here. I mean, the state of Gujarat, and they speak Gujarati and obviously Hindi and English, of course, but there are other states where they speak like a different language altogether. So it can be a bit overwhelming, but also you try to sort of navigate your way through. Like, it's not that bad. You can, like, you're not really stereotyped, or you're not really like, oh my goodness, all I have to do is study. You can also try learning different languages. India is very diverse, and honestly, there's so much you can learn from it. And don't be uptight and want to only do school. Like, the culture in India is very diverse that you don't want to miss out on. There are so many cuisines, there are attires, just a whole lot of stuff. So you understand. Sum this up would be, are the academic qualifications accredited? Are they globally recognized? And my answer is yes, they are. So you don't have to worry about that, because at times someone may be saying, yeah, I do understand India is very cheap, but will I not struggle when I go to other countries and then I want to maybe like apply for a job? No, you will not. You will not. India is very much accredited. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you back on my another video. And if you do have questions, you can leave them on the comments.